Are you wondering how you're going to create or develop a career in audio in 2020 and beyond? And yes, that includes part-time work and audio or music as a hobby. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the inside track on the 5 steps you must take. And by taking those 5 steps, you're going to have a successful, non-conventional, creative career in which you'll build natural relationships. That means you get to work with the people that you love, doing the thing that you love. And stick around to the end, because as a bonus, I'm going to share with you how to have an attitude of adaptability and resilience to deal with the tough times, like unfortunately we're going through right now. Hey, how's it going? Stephen here from understandingaudio.com, where we clear up the confusion around music mixing and production. I teach the why as well as the how, so I can help you produce better music. If you're new here and this is your first time seeing me, or even if it isn't, hit that subscribe button. And anything that I mention in this video that needs quick access will be linked in the description box down below. So let's get going. A career in audio and music is highly sought after, but a lot of people get discouraged early on and they quit. Others actually start to have some success, and then over time they quit too. And it doesn't seem to matter how good a musician, producer, engineer, editor, sound designer they might be. A huge percentage of people give up on their dreams. And that makes me sad. It makes me genuinely sad to see somebody doing something that they don't love just to make ends meet. It sucks, and I've been there, I know. So I want to do my bit to try and change that. I want to share with you the 5-step approach that I've taken to have a successful and varied career over the last decade and hopefully into the future. And what's more, I want you to take that 5-step approach and adapt it to your own needs so you can have your own amazing, successful, incredible music and audio journey that's way more than anything that I could possibly imagine for you. Plus, when we're done, I want to share 3 bonus tips with you on how you can fast track your progress, get to your goals quicker, and stick with it even when the going gets tough. Alright, so here are the 5 steps that you need to take to have a successful audio career. The last one is the most important, so stick with me. The first thing that you always want to be focused on is maximizing the current job that you have. Now, I'm not talking about your day job or a part-time job. I'm talking about the audio gig that you have at any given moment. That could be writing a piece of music, mixing a track, sound design for a short film, whatever it is, give it your all, give it your absolute best. It doesn't matter that you're not right at the top of the mountain right now. That's unimportant, because the journey is way more important than the destination. Focus on the task at hand and give it everything that you have. Enjoy your work and do it with love, because if you really hate this, then I would question whether this is something that you should be doing long term. You need to be drawn to this, because if you're not and you don't love what you do, people are going to realize that you're phoning it in, and they're not going to be too enthusiastic about wanting to work with you in the future. So if you're going to do it, give it your all. So you're focused on the current job you have, but what's next after that? I know what it's like to finish a job and be ecstatic, be over the moon with the results, and then face into the abyss of having no new work. It's highly demotivating, and I definitely don't recommend it. You want a nice, steady, consistent stream of work coming in at all times so that you can build yourself up without any stress or worry. Now, where do you get it? Freelancer sites, existing network, contacting producers or artists, whatever it is, I can guarantee you need to spend a lot of time in this space. Building your own brand and marketing yourself is one of the most important things that you can do for your career. Now, I'm going to get into the strategy and the specifics of a strategy a little bit later, but for now, it's very important that you go out and you get new work at the same time as having a current job. You always need to be looking for new work. Now, I just used the B word, brand. Whether you like it or not, you are a brand. And when it comes to having a successful audio or music career, you're selling yourself, your skills, and your taste. As an example, you're tuned into me because you like my spin on things. If this was ice cream, you'd like the Stephen flavor. Now, all successful brands are self-managed. You might work with managers, agents, labels, all of those things that will help to get you work and help to promote you. But at the end of the day, you're in charge of your own destiny. You need to be responsible for your own career and actually take responsibility in managing these people as well. You manage those people, you manage your managers, as well as managing your own career. You have to take that responsibility for your career and your future. And a big part of that is the constant and never-ending improvement of your skills, whether that's getting better at Pro Tools or the DAW of your choice, becoming a better guitarist, singer, pianist, whatever it is, ear training, becoming a better producer, team player. It's so important that you're constantly improving these skills because otherwise they'll get stale, and that's not ideal. Finally, the most important point, you will not have a successful audio career without other people. You might be the best engineer or producer in the world, but if nobody's heard of you, then you don't exist. Even if this is just a side hustle, if you don't work with other people, then your career doesn't exist. This is a relationships business. You have to seek out other people and let them know you want to work with them. And there's a strategy involved in that. You have to pick a quota, a set number of people that you're going to contact every single week. And you can do that by email, Instagram, Facebook, carrier pigeon phone, whatever it is. You have to have a set number of people that you're going to contact every single week. In sales, this is cold calling, and you have to play the same numbers game. But do not use people or make them feel like they've been networked. Comment down below if you ever feel like you've been networked. It's not a nice feeling, right? This is not transactional. Let people know you think they're awesome and you want to help them. Make it about them and not about you. The real secret to a long, successful career is having a giving mentality. Give way more than you would ever expect to receive in return. Go way above and beyond, but do keep an eye on what you do receive in return. Don't be anybody's fool. The beautiful thing about building real relationships, giving, and having an attitude of gratitude is that you're going to find like-minded people along the way, and they're going to build you up too. Surround yourself with those people and model those you admire and respect. Getting advice from somebody who's done what you want to do already could save you months or even years of your precious time. So now for the 3 tips on how to fast track your progress and get to your goals quicker. First, you want to plan your time. This might sound like a lot. It might sound overwhelming to have to do all of these steps every week, but it gets very easy if you have a system and you plan your time accordingly. That way, these various categories don't all occupy your headspace at once. You plan out your time, do the different activities at different times, and you stick to it. It's pretty easy. Second, don't spend forever planning. A lot of people get stuck in planning mode and never actually achieve anything. Pull the trigger, execute, and get the work done. Now do you see why a balanced approach to all 5 categories is so important? Well, if you don't, you will after tip number 3. And that is, things are gonna go wrong. I'm a real joy, haven't I? But you're gonna get a lot of no's to begin with, and you have to get through quite a few no's until you get to endless yeses. You have to get to that point where more people are saying yes than are saying no. That requires adaptability and resilience. You're never going to take this straight line to the top. There'll be twists and turns all along the way, but when you have this system in place and you have a plan, you'll take all of that in your stride. As an example, you do an amazing job on a gig, you're super excited about it, and you're ready to take on the next gig, and that falls through. No big deal, because you've got an awesome network of friends who will help you out. But what if you don't have that network and you just have these 2 clients? Well, you're just finished working with one client and the second client has fallen through. So what's next? Nothing, unless you get out there looking. But when you've got this system in place, you're going to get to that next gig much quicker, even if something does fall through. It leaves you in a position where you can just roll with the punches and take things in your stride and as they come. All right, so those are the 5 steps you must take to have a successful audio and music career in 2020 and beyond. Maximize the current job, get new jobs, be self-managed, constantly expand your skills, and build real lasting relationships. So if you found this interesting and helpful, drop a like, give me a thumbs up, because 1, it lets me know that you found this interesting and helpful, and 2, it lets other people know it's good stuff. And if you want to know when my next video is ready for you, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as I have something new for you. And that will be very soon. In the meantime, have fun making great music.